Hello guys, today we are going to make a small blog, but this video heavily focused on Quill editor. So without further ado, I'm gonna let you see which application we are gonna make. So first I'm going to sign in, log in, and then in here, if I go to the blog list, I already made 3 posts in here. So if we scroll down, you can see like this, or this one. And in here you can see some video and you can see some image in here. So if you click in here, you can go inside the post page, and if you go to different one, you can see the code block and the video. So if you want to see the place where we will write the editor, so in here we're gonna write something. Hello, thank you for watching this video, and you can make this one board, and you can make this editor bigger. You can write the code in here, so I'm gonna paste this one and in here and wrap this one with this code block. And if you want to embed the video in here with the URL, we can go to the YouTube and maybe anything in here. I'm gonna paste it and then flip it over to our website, and then I click to save it, and you can save it. And then if you want to, actually you can just put the videos or story inside your computer. So if you go to I already have 4 videos in my computer. Just if I click this one, yeah, I can also put it in here from my computer, and then I can even just bring my image inside my computer in here like this. Yeah, I can put it in here like that. So if I put it in here, it is saved inside our node server in here. You can see this one. Yeah, we already saved it in here. And if I click the save, post created, and automatically come in the blog list, and then you see this post just created, and we can scroll down and we can see the contents we just created. We go inside the post, so we can see like this. Isn't it awesome? So I would spend actually a lot of time to make this website, even though it looks so simple, but inside of the code actually it'll be really complicated. So but I try to help you understand as easy as possible. So I hope you can follow me well. And from next video I'm gonna start writing a code for this one. Hello guys, originally is that I was going to make a lot of video for this series, but I heard it's better to just drop all the things in one video. So by following the advice, I'm gonna make whole thing just in this one video. But I think it's gonna be really long video if I explain too much in detail. So I'm gonna explain kind of fast, so if you cannot understand some part, you can just leave the comment below, saying that I'm gonna answer to that question. So I'm gonna start coding. So first thing we need to do is you need to go to the GitHub. You need to come here for the boiler mistakes I've made before. The reason why we need to use the mistake boilerplate is if we want to start coding from the scratch, it's gonna take really long time to make the whole application. So I just want to focus on the Quill editor, which is the text editor for the React. So that's why I want to use the boilerplate. And inside the boilerplate, there are really lots of features in it. If I let you see briefly, if we come in here, Formic and Yup library is used in here that enable us to use the asynchronous validation. And in this the boilerplate, the Redux is also being used in here like this. So many things is ready to play. So you can just come in this GitHub, and then you can either the clone or download this one to start our project. So I'm going to download it first. Then here I just turn on the download further in my favorite editor, which is the Visual Studio Code. And the next thing you need to do is the terminator. Well, let it make it bigger to let you see more easily. So what we need to do first is that we need to write the command npm install for the server part. We are downloading the dependency for the server part, so if you see here already there are a lot of dependencies, so it automatically downloaded every dependency in here for the servers. And we need to go to the client by typing cd client, and then there are also dependency for the client in here, so we need to download it, npm install as well. And the next thing we need to do is after downloading all the dependencies for the server and the clients, the next thing we need to do is first we need to go back to our server directory, and then if we come in here and if we go inside the config, and there is one thing, so we need to connect our application into the MongoDB for the database. So to do that, first we need to make new folder, name a new file named dev.js, and in here I'm gonna write something. You can just follow me along. Export and Mongo URI, and in here I'm going to copy it for this line. So in here what you need to write is that if you see here account and password, where do you get this account and password? To get this variable, you need to go to the MongoDB first. If you don't have the account for the MongoDB, actually you need to sign up. It is actually really straightforward. So you're gonna just sign up, and then you can sign in with the ID you just sign up. So if you get in here, the first thing you need to do is you click this one, build a new cluster, and then you can go with the free tiers. So I live in the Seoul, but there is no free tier in Seoul, so the closest one is the Singapore for the free tiers, and then I will click the create cluster. Well, I already have it, so I don't need to. So I just need to come back in here. So it will take some minutes to complete the cluster to be made. And then after that, what you need to do is database access. In here, you need to make the MongoDB users. So you need to click add new user, and then you need to write the account, and you need to write the password you are going to use. But here's the part you need to remember. So this one and this one, because this ID will be put in here, and this password will be put in here. So that is the only thing we need to start for this merge step. So now I'm gonna try to turn on this applications by typing npm learn dev. You need to make sure that we are writing the command from our root directory, not inside the client directory. So npm run dev. Already the 30,000 port is used, so I need to I turn it off the another application that is running on port 30,000. So I need to do it again. if you follow along me well, you can see this page. So what we need to do first is that we need to make three main pages. So the first page is this editor part, and the second part is the detailed post part, like in here, and then the third part is the post list parts, like one post and one post and one post. Yeah, you can remember the page. So first we're gonna make this editor part. So if we just make some posts in here, so we can come in, we can go to the list part, and then after making the list page, and we can go inside the post, and then we can come in here. So this will be the last page we're gonna make. So without further ado, I'm gonna start really fast. I hope you can remember is what we are going to do is quite a hard part, because there's something related to the editor is hard. So if you can understand it, just you can repeatedly watch this video, or just you can just leave me the comment below, so I'm gonna answer it. Now we go back to our editor, and in here we're gonna start it. So first we need to make the page. To make the page, we need to go to app.js. All of the loading is handled in here, and then to make the pages, we need to make something in here, like a folder. Like I said before, that we need to have three pages. So first we're gonna make the pages. The first is the blog pages, and second one is the post page, and then we need to have the editor page, but we're gonna make that one inside the blog page. First I'm going to blog pages, the JS, and post page.js. And inside the blog page, I'm gonna make the editor page, sections, and inside the section, create page. I'm going to use the React hook. So to do that, React functional component, this one, and for the create page, React functional component, save it and save it. For the post page, React functional component, so like this. We say we're gonna make this page first. To do that, first I'm going to copy the template of this page in here to make it faster. I've made it 2 days ago. So if I explain it a little bit, so I've used the Ant design for the UI framework. So I need to copy paste in here for the Ant design. We are going to use the Axios for the HTTP request. We are going to also use the Redux, and we will use the Redux hook, and we will use the typography. If you see here, title, in title, and this one is the Quill editor, Quill editor, this one. And if we come in here and see this one, the button, the form and the button is in here. We need to make the function for submit and on file in this one. But first of all, I am going to comment out the Quill editor part. So first I'm going to make the unsubmit function. So we write everything like in here, and then we need to click the submit. So it will go to the backend for the node servers. So to do that, const unsubmit, and we event prevent default. If we write something, there will be the content. So first we need to make the state for the content. So to use that, use the state. So content. So if you cannot understand what I am doing, just bear with the feeling, and if you just keep watching it, you will understand it soon. If I write something in here, it will go to this content. So, but when I submit this one, this needs to be gone, because if I write this one, this needs to be like, this needs to be removed. So that's why I need to do like this one. It needs to be the initial state. So if we come in here, if we see here, now I'm logged in, and then log in the email and name and image is stored in the Redux container. So I'm gonna bring that. So this kind of user information also needs to be sent to the backend, so that backend will knows the who actually made this post. So I also need to have the user information, but I says the user information is stored inside the Redux, so I'm gonna bring it from the Redux. So to do that, const user use selector state and state and user. So if you see in here, user, so state user, yeah, we're gonna put that in the user variable. So inside a user variable, we already put everything about the user information in here. And in here, I want only logged in user can write the post in here. So when unlogged in users click the submit button, yeah, we need to say your data, user and user data, and user data is us. Is us is the false. Is not logged in. If is us is true, is logged in, is if is the false, is not logged in. So only if that user is not us, that means it's not logged in. So I need to say return alert, please log in first. And then if that user is logged in, we need to do the HTTP request that the location we will send is the API block create the post, and then we need to have some variable in here to be sent into the server. So I'm going to set the variable in here. One will be the content. It's the content that we're gonna write in here. The video or image or anything we're gonna put in here will be the content. And as I said before, the user who are writing this one, so the user ID, and that will be user and user data, and the ID will be, like we see here, a user's ID in here. So that's why user data and ID. So we need to put this one in here, and after that we need to do then and blah blah blah. So I'm gonna save it, and then we go to the page. Maybe, yeah, actually we didn't do anything for this page. To do that, first we need to go to, because in here there is no way we can go to the this editor page, because we don't even have URL or some header for going into that page. So first we need to make the URL for that page, and some button in here to go to that page. So to do that, first we need to go to app.js. In here, this page will handle all of the routing. So unless I'm worried about this video will be so long, so I just copy and paste it. So if you see in here, like the view and post page and post page, this one. So I imported everything, and then I need to copy and paste the three things. This will be the post page and blog page. Create post page. So if you want to know more about what is going on here, maybe I've already made the video for the merge stack, but actually that is not that great. So I'm gonna make the merge stack video again. So I hope you can watch that to understand more deeply for what we are gonna do. So if you cannot understand anything in here, or just you can leave the comment below. Really. First, I'm gonna write the path for the blog page, and this will be the blog, and the editor page is the blog and create, and for the post page, the blog post and post ID, and just save it. And then we need to go to the left menu. This is create page, not create blog page. So and create page is this. Create page. So use state and use effect to use the record. So right in here. So if we come to left menu is for this one. So home and blog, you see here home and blogs, and we don't need to use this one, so we delete it, and we copy this one and paste it, and a blog page, and create page. So the path will be the blog and create it. So path is the blog and create, right? The blog and create on left menu and just paste it. And if we come flee over to our website, and we can see the blog and create page is created. So if we go to blog and nothing is in here, so if we go to create page, yeah, you can see it. Create page. So in here you can see the submit button and the editor in here. So the next thing we need to do is made the Quill editor. We comment out this one and Quill editors. So this is the hard part. To make this one, first we need to go to the Quill. So we need to download this dependency for the Quill editor, so we can just copy it. And so first we need to turn off our applications, and then we will write we will paste it and save. npm I stands for the install, so npm install react cool and save. I'm sorry, we actually need to download it inside the client directory, not inside the root directory. So first I need to go to cd client, and in here I'm going to download this dependency for the Quill editor. So we need to go back to the root directory, and then we need to npm run dev to turn on our application again. The reason why I restart the application is that after downloading the dependency, you need to restart it. So we flip back over to our text editor, and in here we're gonna make one folder for editor, and inside the editor folder I'm gonna make the one file named quill editor.js. in here actually I cannot type it everything if I write everything, because it's gonna be really long. So I'm going to copy and paste it, and I'm going to explain it what's going on there. If you want more detailed explanations, you can come in here, and then you can go to the documentation and you can read those things. But briefly, I'm gonna explain to you what's going on. So first, I'm going to copy and paste it. So from now, I'm going to explain the code line by line. So first, we have this Quill editor class based components. First time we're gonna see the template part. So in here, toolbar the div. So this one is the header. This one select is this one header 1 2. So this the header and board. So we need to have some rules. So first we need to say QL, and after that we need to write the things that we want to have, bold or italic or underlined, bold, italic, underline. This insert image is the custom name. So if we want to make this custom one, we need to put inside the handler in here, insert image. So if we want to make the custom class name in like this, so we need to put inside the handlers the insert image. And so if we click this one, click this button, it will trigger this image handler function. So image handler function in here, and then it will trigger the image left and current click. So if we go to image current, so it will open this one, this pile image. So it means that if we click the image one, it will trigger this one. So it's kind of like confusing. So if I explain it again, so if we want to make the custom ones, we need to specify in the handler in here. So if we click this one, I insert image, we will trigger this function image handler. We will go to image handler. So this will trigger image open, image wrap at current click. You need to note the image wrap is made in React create wrap function. So if we go to image open image wrap, actually this file is displayed none, so invisible. So that's why we can click this one to open this one. So if we click this one, this one will let us use this one. So likewise, we also use this insert video button to open the video one. And there is a format. This order needs to be same as here. We first create the header, so this has to be a header, and board is a second, italic is third. So the board is second, italic is third, and this is the format. So the format has to be inside here, and there's the module, which has to be inside the module. This is the rules made by React Quill, so we need to follow abide by that rule. And this toolbars, the ID is the toolbar. So we want to make the customized one. We need to specify the ID name in here, and then we put in here container, so we can use it like this. And then if we scroll up, we can see this video block embedded, and image block and block embedded. So what this part does is, after you upload the image in here, that upload has to be displayed in here, like the video or image. And when the video or image is displayed in here, we need to have the src source name or the alt or the name or those kind of thing. So we can get those kind of thing in here. So maybe if you see in here, set attribute src, value src, and alt and art, and the width has to be the 100%. This kind of the configuration, we can set in here, and we will have the value. If you can understand right now, you will understand it better when we really do it in here. And then this syntax is that I brought it from the Quill editor. So if we come in here, so I brought it from here. So if we come to the Quill editor website, so you can also see this description. So if you want to know it more in detail, you can come in here. So image block and extend the block embedded and create and value. So I brought them in here. So now we need to bring this one inside here, Quill editor. So we need to import it. Import Quill editor from 1, 2, 3, and editor and Quill editor. So now we don't have this one, so I'll comment it out first and then save it. We're gonna see what happened in our editor right now. Highlight JS. First I need to comment out this part. Just I'm going to solve this problem later. So you can see that the module is made. So we can just type something. Actually, we cannot type in anything right here because we didn't make this function, the two functions. So when something inside editor change, we need to make editor change and the file changes. The first we are gonna make this one. So in here, const we can say value. Something inside the editor change, it needs to be the content. So we use this one. Set content will be the value. So to see what's going on, so I'm going to leave a log in there, and first commit it out in here first. See it. You will see our console in here. So if I write something, you can see yeah, it actually changed with this one. So I'm going to delete it, and the last one is the file change. Const file change. So file change means like if so when we just write something in here, this will change the contents, but we just want to put all of the file we're gonna post inside the state. So use state. So this will be files. It will be save file with the capital, and we will put the file inside the array. So in here, and save files, file, and this will be files in here. So we can write something in here, and we can put some video. Like, okay, I want to put my video in here. This CSS needs to be changed to make it bigger, but anyways, I put it in here. So if I click the submit, I didn't log in. First I need to log in again. I log in again and then create it. Okay, there is the one part I need to change. So we just f.js, it needs to be the false, null, instead of false. Like if we put the first, after login, we cannot go to this and like the first page. So if with the truth, so only logged in user can go inside this page. So we want anybody to go inside this page, so we can just say the no. But the technically is that we don't want the unlogged user go to the create the editor page, but just this is for tutorial, so I said just to say for a no for this one. So if I write something and then if I copy the URL for the YouTube and then paste it in here, embed it in here, and then if I submit something, actually nothing happened because we didn't do anything in here. Create page. So actually we didn't make this routing inside the node app, so it's time for us to do something inside the node. So go to index.js. If you come in here, you can see this one, the routes for user, or the routing for the users is inside in here, the user routing. So I want to make the controller blog in here. It's the blog.js. To do it fast, I'm going to copy inside the users and paste it inside the blog. So I'm going to change it blog, and we need to have the blog model. We didn't have right now. We didn't have yet, but I'm going to make it later. So I need to delete everything in here because this belongs to the user. So save it, and then I go back to the server again. So if you see, this is the further users, and I need to make for the blog. So blogs, the allows and blog, and then save it. So we have this routing, so I need to make this one. So I need to go to the blog, the routing page. I need to paste it in here and bring one thing from the user, because this can go in here, and we need to make the blog and blog model because we don't have right now. So in here in models we need to make the blog. It has to be the JavaScript file blog.js, as we did for the blogs. The we also just copy in and the paste in here, and this has to be the blog. I hope I won't make any the typo issue in here. Blog, and I need to delete all the unnecessary parts. Yeah, this only belong to the user model. So which kind of data has to be saved inside the blog model? First needs to be the content. This type needs to be string, and the writer, the person who are writing this the blog. So this one type will be schema, types, and object ID, and the reference is the user. So by using the user's IDs, it will bring all of the information inside the user. So that's why we need to write the reference in here, user. And lastly, we also need to specify the timestamp and true. And lastly, actually we don't have this variable in here, so we need to do it manually. Mongoose and schema. This is all things we need to make the block model, so we came back inside the block loader. So first we bring the block model instance and put it in the block variable. So if you see here, so we're gonna send this variable, the content and user ID. So we put this one inside in here like this. So, and then we will just save that inside the MongoDB. So if we have some error, we will have error, and this will go to the we say the success the false, and we will also send the error message to client, and then associated in the saving the information inside MongoDB. We will send the JSON data such as the true can be post info, and then go to the post info together with the success true. So if we send this into the front end, so we go to the front end, we will get the response in here, and then so we will do console log response. So what we are gonna get, if we write something in here, console log page, and then I will click the submit button, but it has some errors. The error occurs because the if I see in here, localhost 3000 block API. It has to be just the API block create post. So if I come in here, I needed to add this one in here. So that's why it made a problem like this. So I change it and type it again, and then I submit it. It actually give me the status 200 success and data success true, and post the info we just. And the next thing we need to do is you want to put the image in here, but actually nothing happened after that because we didn't do anything for the image or video. So first we need to think about it. So how to put our image in there. So to do that, we need to go to the editor part. So in here, so I already explained to you. So if we click this one, it will trigger this one, right? So insert image. So when we just the click something, it will trigger the insert image, the unchanged. So if we go to insert image part in here, we come in here, insert image. If you see in here, current target and files, we need to see what this is. So I need to do console log and file, and I need to do this again. So type it. So you can see this. I got the files information like size or name or type in here. So that's why we need to have this one inside this variable, and we will put this file inside. We first have the form data instance in here, so we will use the offend. So we will offend this file inside the form data, and then we will just first we need to save this file inside the node server. To do that, we will use the HTTP request with Axios. So I need to make this one first too. So to do that, we need to go to the block controller block in here. To save the file inside the node, we actually need to use the Mortar library, but we don't have the Mortar library inside the server dependencies, so we need to download it manually again. So we turn off. So npm install Mortar save. We need to turn it on again. npm run dev. So come back in here. You write the Mortar and require. In here, I'm going to paste the one thing. I will just explain it briefly. This one will be the destinations. That if we upload the file, it will go in here. So we need to manually make this folder. If not, we cannot upload it in there. So new folder uploads. So if we upload the file, it will go inside this upload folder. So the file name will be like this. If we upload the file's name will be like this. The date now. So it will make the this thing from the other file. So we will use the date now and file original name. And the file filter is the we will only have the JPG or PNG or MP4. If not, we're gonna just block it. So and then this option will be inside in here, and then we will have only one single file. And I copy and paste this one for the upload file for the time's sake. So we see in here API block upload file. So if we see here upload the file, so we will upload the files inside in here. So if we have errors, so we will give the success first to the client. But if we were succeeded, if we were successful, so we will send the success to true and URL for the so if we upload the file in here, we need to know this path. So this path will be in here. We also need to know the file name. So file name will be in here. So if we go back to editor part, so if we were successful to upload the file inside the node servers, and in here we read the Quill editor as has the focus. Like this one will be I have to upload the image, so this editor will be focused, and then we need to figure out the position where we will put that image. So in here, if we put the image will be in here. So like if we write something in here, if we put the image in here, this one's the position will be in here. So it will automatically calculate the position for that. After that, we manually says that insert embed. So the position we already get position from here. We put the position in here, and the type will be the image, and that one the src source will be our node server support is the 5000. That's why we need to specify the localhost of 5000, and we response the data URL. We got this from in here. I said this if we were successful for uploading rest require file path. File path will be inside the upload, and the file name in here. So in here alt is the file name, and then src source will be response data URL, and then we will change the state for this state file. This one ES6 spread function. We will get all of the things inside these state files in here, and then we will add this one more file, and then we will send this file in here by using the props. This comes from the create page. This comes from the on file change. So on file change. This is props on file change. So we can do it like this for the video. It will be actually same the logic we are using. So I will just paste the code inside the repository, so you will get it. If you don't understand some part, you can just ask me. By doing like this, we will finish for this editor page. I think we almost spent 1 hour to make up to this part, but this is actually hardest part. we needed to do. The next page we need to create is the block list page. So if we see in here, we can scroll down to see more, since we can just scroll down like this. So if we make some posts in here, we can see all the posts in here as a list. If you want to, you can make some the paginations after making 6 posts being in here. You will click the second, but if I made that one too, it would take too long time, so I'm not gonna make it. But maybe in the different videos I'm going to make the pagination too. Actually, that is really important. All of the websites needs to have the paginations. If not, so you need to bring all of the data at once from server to the client. That is not the desirable. So we are not gonna do the pagination in here, but maybe next video or any other video I'm going to, yeah, let you know how to make the pagination. So this video is already too long, so I was going to make everything in just one video, but it already is over 1 hour, so it is already too long. But I bet in our next video we can just complete all of the our blog applications. So I'm going to stop it just right now, and I will make one more video for this page and this detailed page. So please keep watching it, and thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day. See you later.